Hi guys, um, I thought I'd do a quick video response on Mr. Parkin's video about what constitutes as a good worker. Um, I, I would agree with what's been said. I've watched a couple of other video responses, and I think far too much emphasis is placed on technical ability. Um, However, I would still say that it is important. Um, I just don't think it's anywhere near as important as some IWC members think it is. Um, I think to prove that point, I think Hulk Hogan was one of the biggest in-ring generals. Well, not generals, that's the complete incorrect word. Probably the biggest in-ring workers there was. For the simple reason that to this day, you will be hard pressed to find a better storyteller. And I honestly believe that. I mean, honestly, you try and find someone who can tell the sort of story that he did in the ring. And I was never the biggest Hulk Hogan fan. I was always more the Randy uh, Savage fan or an Ultimate Warrior fan. Ultimate Warrior was my guy. So I was never the biggest Hulk Hogan fan. But the one thing I can always appreciate, one of the matches always sticks out in my mind, and it's had a lot. The one that doesn't get perhaps quite the recognition that it should is the match we had with Rock at WrestleMania 18. I thought that was I thought that was such a good match. It was such a good match because one of the things that you need if you're a good storyteller is you need to be able to get the crowd involved. That's the main reason crowds can make matches. Because if a crowd is involved, you can work that crowd. It can just create its own atmosphere. Because the one thing that a crowd does, just as someone who even watches it from home, is that if a crowd is into the match, the wrestler should be able to play off that reaction. Not only that, sometimes, just as a casual fan, if you're watching a match that you're not particularly that into, yet the crowd is into it, it almost fools you. It makes you think, wow, maybe I'm being stupid. This match is obviously good because the crowd are liking it. Which I know sounds silly on the surface to say, but this is just general psychology 101. It helps. Being a good storyteller is so underrated in today's um, WWE. And that's the one thing I think Cena lacks. He doesn't need to have technical ability. He has the character. Now, say what you want about it being a 10-year-old style character. Don't get it twisted. I completely agree. But kids like him. He sells merchandise. So if he has the character, why doesn't he get fully over? Why is there always a problem? Because he does stupid shit. Like last year at Survivor Series, the motherfucker had just been rock bottomed. He'd just been rock bottomed. He rolls straight away out of the ring. The next time you pan over to him, motherfucker sat all the way up on the ramp. And I'm like, oh fuck off. You just received a rock bottom. Why didn't you sell it for a couple of seconds? And that's what brings me to my next point. I think selling is extremely important in being a good worker. There's not a lot of good sellers in the business. I don't know what the fuck that's about. I don't know if it's just a pride thing. Um, I don't know what it is. Um, One of the reasons I'm not a massive Dolph Ziggler fan, I must admit, I don't get it. I don't get what the IWC loving him so much. Alright, he's a good technical wrestler, but I think his character's a bit, I think he personally misses something to take him on to a convincing level as a main event status guy. But one thing I do like about Dolph Ziggler, apart from his in-ring technical ability, is he is a very good seller. He will sell the shit out of a move. I don't understand why would you have too much pride to sell a move? Most motherfuckers who have just been kicked in the face wouldn't be laughed at because they're down for a little while for being kicked in the face. Do you know what I mean? I don't, I don't, I don't understand the mentality of why you wouldn't sell a move. You just didn't want bum. Why don't you stay down for a couple of seconds? You have to get the fuck up. That's all bullshit. Pisses me right off. That's why I don't think John Cena will ever be considered. I don't think personally. I'll be the first to say this. I don't give a fuck how many haters it gets me. I don't think he's that bad in the ring. Is he any worse than Randy Orton? Really? I don't think he's that bad in the ring. Yeah, the way he executes his moves, like his Death Valley driver finisher, is bullshit. But the way I see it is, I've seen a lot worse people in the ring. Hogan was worse, technically in the ring, but he's a miles a better storyteller. I mean, that's the sort of shit that I hate about John Cena. I hate about it. I've, and then for me, probably one of the final things that I don't know if many people will mention, but I think is the character that you have. But I think that's the one thing that Dolph Ziggler really lacks. For me, I think if you're able to define your character, know your character inside out, you can use that character to tell the best story you could possibly tell. And then after that, if you want to put technical wrestling ability, then put it. But do the fundamentals right. Tell a good story. Even in a book, good books are made because they are good characters in a book. Look at it that way. How can you ever expect to be a good worker in the ring? How can you ever expect to work a crowd if you don't have a good story? How do you expect to have a good story if you don't have a good character? That's how highly in-ring technical ability matters. It doesn't. Just get the three fundamentals right first, and then the rest of that shit can follow. In Hulk Hogan's case, he never needed it. So anyway, I just thought I'd do a quick response. I don't want to go on too long, because apparently this is like the fourth time I've tried to record this, and every time I lose the internet connection. My apologies for looking like this. Although I do, well, many people say, well, I never noticed the difference. But I am all bummed up at the moment, so my apologies for that. I hope you like this video. Thumbs up if you did. Thumbs down if you didn't. I welcome people who say they dislike my video if they didn't. It lets me know what I'm doing wrong. I'll try and get a couple more videos out next week. I hope you all enjoy your week. Take care.